they just tell us to go back in the closet?
Yes.
I'm not putting... Oh, okay, one, I feel like I missed something. Like, y'all are slandering my name when I stand up. Two, I'm letting him go in or out of the closet. Thank you much. I'm supporting whatever his decision is.
We would never slander you.
That is bold-faced lie. Don't even try that.
No, it's true.
All right.
Or at least I would never.
Exit that.
It's just love.
Just love. We just do tough love on this audio and video podcast here. Okay. So before we get into your third day, does anyone have any last second questions or clarifications or anything like that?
Probably.
Probably? Well, hit me with them. If I can help, I will.
I said probably, not for sure.
Fair. It is of my...
I think it's likely that questions will arise as we put this into application.
And I totally get that. So, let me get my dice ready. We'll use the Grim Reaper dice today. I haven't used those in a while. I have these clear little dice with tiny little Grim Reapers in it. I don't think it's gonna...
Nope, let's not letting that happen.
Nope. Yeah, no. I'll take a picture of these later. They've got little chibi Grim Reapers in them, and I love them. They're adorable. My camera just sucks. I need to replace it eventually. Okay, so the second day of training draws on. You all get your individual instruction, and as you kind of reconvene in the amphitheater, the gunners, the captains, and the engineers rejoin the pilots, and you see Bellis up on the stage. He goes, all right, so that is the ending of day 2. If there are any last minute questions, please do go ahead and ask them now. If not, we will be moving on to hands-on training tomorrow. So as of such, what I need to do before I forget is, because Tori is the pilot, let's see, I don't remember how to, is it just edit? I think it is just edit. Tori, you will have full control of, if I can get it, there we go. Tori, you will have full control of your crew's token on the board. So you'll be the one taking care of all the movement and such. This is controlled by Tori. Save settings.
Oh my god, I have a little arrow.
You have a little arrow? Cool. So just so that you know, if you select the ship, the little bar on the side there is how you rotate. It doesn't have to be perfect.
What bar's on the side?
So if you select the...
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. My journal was in the way.
Yeah, you're good. Just don't resize it is the only thing, because this is important. That is a 2x4 ship. But rotation, of course, is...
but it's a 4x4 ship.
No, ignore the empty spaces. I couldn't get it to look good and be 2x4. And since this is just a token pack that I bought, like I don't have the ability to edit it very well. And so I was just like, fuck it. 2x4 is going to be good enough. So.
Nope, didn't mean to do that.
Skill feats. Nothing.
I have a question.
I have an answer. What's up?
What are our like units of measurement in space?
So it'll be the same as normal combat, just to make it easier. So each grid space will be the equivalent of 5 space feet, if you want to differentiate like that. Okay. It is going to be basically a 1-to-1 to ground-based combat. So
okay.
The only difference is that when you measure from the very front to the front, or front of your starting point to the front of your ending point, or the back of your starting point to the back of the ending point. So
okay.
And then, of course, as we get into it, I will explain any of the questions that happen. But now, one thing that is important is all of these rocks that you see floating in space, when you get into your hands-on training, those are actual solid objects. Technically, this is a 3D space in-game. However, for tactical decisions and making things just kind of a little more fun, think of this as entirely as a 2D map. So if someone is hiding behind a rock and you do not see them with the radar, you cannot see them, period. That being said, if someone is behind a rock, they gain the advantages of full cover, which means that attacks against them have the rules of full cover and partial cover and all that stuff. So that stuff, all the same. So wearily, the four of you make your way home, a little more tired from the previous nights of either terrible sleep or just the nerves of being able to get your hands on a ship in the morning. This night, for the two of you who had the dreams last night, sleep is able to take you and you are able to rest and not have any nightmares or dreams as you sleep. For those of you who had better sleep the night before, you do wake up rested. Tori, obviously, you had that freaking 30 on your will save, which is bananas.
Hell yeah.
19 plus 11, holy shit. Your sleep was just kind of average for you. Morning comes and you return to the auditorium and take up your seats. This time as not as trainees, but as the jobs that you have chosen. So at this point, you would put yourself at level 0 and get the bonuses that correspond to it. You can keep track of that as any way that you can keep track of that in any way that you want. And of course, you all have access to the rule set that I read off of. So go ahead and keep that open to kind of track your abilities as we go on. So Bellis wheels himself out on stage. The lights brighten as he's kind of takes center stage. And he goes, all right, so today we've thrown a lot of information at you, obviously, and the best way to learn is hands-on training. So today you all will be able to not only go and get in a ship, but those of you who score best, that will be the ship that your crew takes home as one. Meaning that the winners get their very own Outlaw 001-A. The ships that everyone will be using are exactly the same. The stat block is the same, so no one's going to have an edge. And this is going to just be a test of not only what you've learned yesterday, but how all of you work together as a crew. And then just for some over-the-table knowledge, grand total, this will be a free-for-all combat. Including you, there will be 4 ships total. You do not know the number of crew members on those ships. So some turns might take longer, some turns might not. However, across the board, on average, everyone is fighting on exactly the same level. So, again, the light stones brighten up. The instructors all stand on the stage, and they all start to lead you out to the airfield. You see, whoops, as I drop my dice. Was it an important one? Nah, it's not an important one. Here's a D12. Instructors lead you out to the airfield where each crew sees their ship. So, the 4 of you are assigned to a Outlaw 001-A. It has a gray coating with a green stripe all the way around it to kind of differentiate from the others. As you enter on, you notice that the inside of the ship is closed completely. The pilot seat looks out open onto a full-size window, so think like ceiling to full floor, and 2 ports sit one at each side that has a medium caliber gun attached to it. In the center of the AT-MSB lies a table, often referred to as the captain's chair. On that table, Ember, you can see, if you were to look on it and activate it, which would just be Ember like placing her hands on it, you see kind of a... Jesus, that was visceral. You see, with your ship denoted by a green triangle in the center of the map, a wave goes out, and you are able to see kind of the topography around you. After a little while, you get 3 pings back showing the 3 other ships that are on the airfield with you.
You mean Rogga?
Yes, Rogga's captain, not Ember.
Okay.
My bad.
I just wanted to make sure.
Like, wait, nope, yep. So, Rogga, you see, as the waves go out, you get those 3 pings back, denoting the 3 other ships on the airfield with you. I had like your names put in as what I guessed you were going to get. And I have to say I was wrong on 2 accords. I swapped Ember and Rogga up. Initially, I was like, I bet Spoopy's probably going to be gunner. And I was like, why am I even thinking that? No, Shield Force is going to be the engineer. So, let's go back here. So, Valindra, you find yourself in the pilot's chair. The pilot's seat is... as you sit down, you kind of feel as though the ship grasps hold of you almost. You sink comfortably back into the seat as you stretch out your hands and take control of the pilot's sticks. I don't know what type of cockpit you envision, but I kind of envision oh my god, what's the terminology for it? Where one is sideways on a throttle and then you have like the one stick. I know there's like a specific terminology for that for flight sim nerds. But that's kind of what I envision. And then, let's see. Ember, you kind of stand in the center, looking back and forth between the 2 gun ports, both sides. As you choose one to sit either starboard or port, you kind of... Again, just kind of like Tori, you fall into the seat and you feel as though the ship kind of embraces you a little bit. Ahead of you is a what appears to be a glass window that you can see out of. And as you rotate the gun mount handles, you kind of see that not only does the chair move, but the gun as well to the full 90-degree arc. Good way of thinking of this is like Luke sitting in the Millennium Falcon's gun chair for the first time. Little less 3D for applications here, mostly just side to side, but that would, if you want a visual, that would be it. And last but not least, Hanna, as you walk around the ship, kind of touching it and like touching the insides, tracing your fingers along the pipes and everything, noticing all the glyphs that are inscribed in the walls, you familiarize yourself pretty quickly with the ship. Almost feeling home akin to that of your forge. Over the comms, you do hear the familiar voice of Milia. She chimes in and goes, all right, everyone, you all will be beginning your first hands-on combat. This will be a 4-way free-for-all, and that the last crew standing walk home with a prize. And as the radio kind of shuts off, it comes back on a little bit and you hear Amelia again. She goes, don't tell anybody else, but I'm rooting for you guys. The radio shuts off again. So with that, I would like the 4 of you to roll me initiative. Gideon, do you wanna bless the dice? No, you can't jump up here, buddy. All right. 17, 20, 13, and 27. So, Captain Rogga.
I haven't gotten a single good roll today.
Usually you are the heavy hitter, and right now, RNG just does not like you, my friend.
Yeah.
So, Captain Rogga, your crew will be designated as A1. With a initiative of 27.
Sweet.
Need need to roll these other ones. All right. Don't worry, I also am not rolling good. So the turn order will be A1, so your crew. Then it will go A3, A2, and A4. Alrighty, so let us get into the game. So with the 4 of you going first, of course, you can choose who goes at what point. There is currently no one within vision. Ember, just for sake of showing like things that you find visually, are you starting on the port or the starboard side, the left or the right?
I know what port and starboard mean. How dare you?
You might, but other listeners might not.
Well, then they should study and be prepared for this. It's a test. I'm starting on the port side.
Okay. So, left gun will be mounted by one Miss Ember. So, for sake of describing the battlefield, as your ship takes off and...
Actually, no, starboard.
You start on the right side?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will note that just a little bit. And that way, just again for vision, let me know if you swap back and forth during your turns. So the 4 of you kind of strap in, get ready for this. Nerves and anticipation course through your veins as Tori, or Valindra, takes the ship into the atmosphere. You break the edge of the stasis dome, and your sight is quickly filled with the void of space. Out ahead of you, you do see beacons denoting the fighting arena that the 4 of you will be participating in. Within the fighting arena, it is a 50 by 50, so that's 250 foot by 250 foot ring. The ring is scattered with debris from the floating continents, including mostly made up of stones. However, because of this, or sorry, not because of this. In lieu of this, though, is that what I'm saying? There's no debris that's going to cause it to be hazardous. That's what I'm trying to say. So you'll suffer no penalties for any checks due to the hazards or field conditions. So there's no need to worry about that. Ahead of you, there are several larger chunks that obscure vision, though. Tori, you can see straight ahead of you, and you do not see any ship. And then Ember, to your right, you can see the kind of the outside, the beacons that denote the outside of the ring. Anyone else inside the ship is not able to catch anything through the very minimal view that you get just looking through portholes. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to you for what is your internal turn order, I guess we'll call it. And what do you all want to do?
Does it have to stay the same every turn?
No, so internal turn order can be whatever you all decide it to be. So if you want this turn to be like Rogga, Hanna, Valindra, and then Ember, and then next turn you decide to do Valindra, Ember, Hanna, and the Rogga, that's totally fine. The internal turn order is entirely up to the crew. The external is the only thing that is kept the same every turn.
Okay.
Orders, Captain?
Let's do Rogga, Anna, Valindra, Ember.
All right. So that'll be your internal turn order for this round then. And again, as you go, you guys can talk. It's not really structured in the way that like it has to go like that. So if like, you know, Rogga does something going first and then that reveals something to someone else, you can be like, whoa, let me go next and I can do something. So again,
do we need to use all of our AP at once?
Yes. So your AP has to be used in a row. You cannot carry AP over to the next turn.
Well, I guess what I mean is, so like, could I be Rogga 1 AP, and then Hanna goes, and then Valindra, and then Rogga 2 HP, like, or 2 AP, or should it be Rogga all 3, then Hanna all 3, then Valindra all 3?
I might change that up in the future just to give you more like tactical options. But for now, and just for simplicity of learning this, it'll be all your AP, next person, all their AP, next person, all their AP. Because this is obviously playtesting to see if you all like this, and then, of course, what we can change and everything going forward. But
cool. All right, I got 3 I can use.
Yep.
I'm going to throw a... I'll do a radar check first.
Okay, so
Just
go ahead.
Sure.
Yep, give me a flat d20 check plus your proficiency as a captain.
And my proficiency as a captain is what?
It should be 2 for base training.
Okay. 19.
All right, so 19. So you put your hands on the display screen. The waves go out, and you're able to read the waves pretty well. So any enemies within 50 feet are provided to you. So let me do this real quick. Whoop. Is this the ruler? Yeah, I think it's the ruler. So let's see. I should probably change this. I think I'm going to double it. Yeah, so within 100 feet in any way or any direction, nothing pops up on your display. Yeah, we're going to double all these just because I think like that's a little...
I was like, wow, 50 feet is really short.
Yeah, so 15 is going to give you 100 feet. 20 will give you 150 feet, and then, whoa, not 75,000 feet. I can type.
Heck yeah.
And then a DC 25 will give you a 200. And again, these numbers are subject to change as we find if things are useless or like really bad.
And this is all like one big open cabin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the internals of this cabin are, because it is a smaller ship, it's very much open. Your cargo area, which would be where you all boarded the ship, is the only thing that's a little closed off, and it's just like basically like doorway, cargo area, piloting area.
Okay, second question. Am I the only one who has like a map of the surrounding area, or does everybody have a map if I want to tell them? If I convey information to them, do they know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no going to be like skill checks to see if you can convey or describe what's going on. So when you see something on the radar, that reveals it to everyone in the cabin.
All right. I'll go up to Valindra and just say nothing showed up on the radar, and like confer with Valindra and offer the plot a course feature.
Cool. So then Valindra, that'll mean that next time you make a movement option, you'll be able to get a +2 or whichever one is higher for Rogga, if it's the piloting skill or the nature skill.
Nature is plus. I have a 3 in nature.
Cool. So your next movement check, if you require one, will be +3. And that stacks with your proficiency bonus as well. Alrighty, so that'll be Rogga's internal turn. I think Valindra was next.
No.
Hanna was next?
No.
I don't remember.
Engineer.
Yeah, engineer did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain, engineer, pilot, gunner.
Okay. Alright, Hanna, you are up.
Okay. Ember, you're on starboard, right?
Correct.
Okay. We're gonna raise shield on the port side, and then we're gonna tune up for the starboard gun. So you're not gonna get that +1 buff on the next shot.
Yep.
And then we have shields up for a round on the gun.
Cool. Let me take notes of that. So shield on port. Tune up on starboard. Cool. All right, Valindra, you're up.
Okay. We're going to. How far is it? 50 feet. I get a move. How many feet was it?
We're gonna double that as well. Your movement speed will be 100 feet per single move.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 100 feet forward, which I have to figure that out first. Don't mind me. We're just gonna. No, I want to use the ruler.
Yeah, the ruler's a little iffy sometimes.
Okay, so we're gonna say roughly right there. Nope. Now I want to select the token. Gosh.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking we're gonna be moving to Foundry for next season. The more we use it, the
Okay.
more I like it.
I think that's roughly 100. And then I get 2 points still.
Yep.
So,
But I have something to recommend.
yes.
Maybe if we turn it so that the starboard is active.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I was about to rotate. As soon as I. Nope, that's not.
I believe in you.
Hold on, I can do this.
I believe
Doing
in
it.
you, Valindra.
Nope, I can do this. Come on, let me.
You can
There it
shimmy.
goes. Okay. I'm going to do roughly this degree. Okay,
That'll
we're
be on
doing
a
a
45.
45 degrees.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move right here, which is in 100. I know, because it's much smaller distance.
All right. You've got 1 AP left. You also can rotate another 45 degrees if you want. Because for
Can it
base
rotate?
movement, yes. So base movement, you get for every ship length you travel, you can rotate up to 45 degrees.
Ah,
Or
there we go.
you can use the rotate action and do a complete 90-degree rotation at once.
Got it. Okay. I think I'm done then. I think that's all of the rotating and...
Yeah. Okay. Ember, would you give me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can do that. Please be better.
You know
Hey.
what? Meets beats. So, Ember, you're able, as the ship rotates around this smaller asteroid here, you're able to see across the gap here in between a very small portion of a ship peeking out. And this will be that's subscription sets. I need marketplace purchases. Yes. I need to resize this.
Oh, from the large asteroid due north from us?
Yes.
Got it.
So you are able to see, just peeking out from behind this asteroid, one of the ships. Because it was not hit by radar, you do not know the designation of the ship. But obviously, because it is in the ring, you know it's one of your opponents.
Oh.
Hey, Rogga, I've got something in my sights.
Is it in range?
A good question. Every time I click on this map, it goes all wonky and like shoots all over the place.
Yeah, sometimes it does that for me as well. So from your ship, that ship is 165 feet away. So
Okay, and extreme range is 200?
Yes, so you're in between that middle ground. So you will just suffer a -1 to your rolls.
No, you won't.
No, you won't? That's not how range works?
Give them the buff.
That's right. You won't suffer any penalties because the buff will cancel it out.
Okay.
Light him up.
All right. I heard the captain. So I'm going to take a fire action.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that flat D20.
Plus my gunner.
Yes, which will be a +2.
Okay.
Ooh, and
Hey,
perfect.
that's a 21.
Yep. 19 hits. You score a hit on the bow of the ship. That practice really paid off. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 worth of damage, please.
That is 10. Nice.
I thought it was +2 for that. I thought trained was +2. I could be wrong again. So 4 and 6. Alrighty, perfect. Their shields were not up, so you actually watch as the round sails forward, cracks straight into the bow of the ship. Very solid hit.
Great shot, lass.
Thanks.
And you still have 3 AP to go.
Okay. Why stop when we're ahead? So we're gonna we are going to make a second attack.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna make a second attack on that same thing. And then this will suffer the penalty for multiple attacks, so that's a -5, I believe.
Yes.
For a net of -3 because of my gunner's ability.
Correct. Perfect.
Okay, 16.
16 also hits because you're attacking the bow. Go ahead and roll me that damage, please.
And that is 7.
7 damage. So your second shot, not quite as effective as the first one, but it still scores a very good hit. You kind of see now that the outside of the ship is kind of burnt. You can see pretty clearly where the shots are hit. They're close enough that like the damage is pretty centered. But you still haven't sent it into what would be considered bloodied. So for your third
Yeah.
action,
How many rounds are in each gun?
so for those starboard cannons, the medium AC, Ember is Rogga is entirely correct. There's 4 total in the magazine.
Okay. Then I am going to take a breath and take a second to breath and refocus.
Perfect. All right, and I believe that will actually completely end our turn for you. So A2 is not next, so let's see. I need to see what your 90-degree arcs of vision are, so that side there basically. So what you can assume is probably from the catching the sights of the fight. Another ship kind of crests into your vision. This one from the northwest. Oh, I need to go back to this one. Select mode. Create the correct size. So this one comes sailing in. I think I accidentally made it a bit larger than it should be. I did. I made it 5x5. Incorrect. Oh my god, why
How
are you...
come their ship's bigger than ours?
I'm trying to fix it. It's there we go. And of course I let go. But yeah, so this one comes sailing in. Kind of sees what's going on. Boop, boop. I swear to God. Roll 20. Just do what I'm asking, please. Thank you. Sails
Look
in.
at that, it shrunk.
It'll actually be coming up
Like
here.
magic.
So as it hits here, let's see, I need to measure this to know what the distance is. 180. Okay, so that's going to be a disadvantage. So you watch as the ship kind of sails into view. A stream of ammunition comes from the front of the ship. Scores a really good hit on this one. Ooh, wow, Jesus. All right, I'm rolling good on this.
Oh no.
And then Valindra and Ember, you'd be the only ones to see this. After the shots get fired, it rotates and kind of points itself a little bit more towards you. And you see that as the front of the ship, after it rotates, because I'm using the wrong one. After it rotates, you kind of see that it sails forward a little bit more, opening up its port side to the enemy, and a kind of hazy blue screen pops up on the front of your front of their ship. The second thing that happens is a rapid amount of shots fly out of the port side. That won't hit. That won't hit. That won't hit. That will hit. 2d6 for 10 more points of damage. As a fire for effect goes off at the port side of this, straight into that ship. Most of it missing, but one of them actually landing a very solid shot. The ship that's kind of been crippled is going to go next. Let's see, what do they want to do? Well, they're kind of in a bad situation, so they're going to rotate. Can you please actually rotate for me? Oh my god. I miss the simplicity of a foundry for rotating things.
Right.
So they're going to rotate 45 degrees, put their port side to you. They're going to fly forward and kind of try to position themselves a little more towards this ship. As it kind of rotates the last time, you see that same shield that appeared on the other ship. It appears on the back of this one, kind of defending themselves from you. And they're also going to fire for effect into the other one. That scores a hit.
Give him a broadside.
That scores a hit. That does not hit. That scores a huge hit. Okay. So this one much more effective than the other one, as this gunner apparently is pissed off and just unleashes a huge barrage into the side of the ship. All right, this D6 is really good. And this fire for effect, you see all 4 shots come out into the same ship. 3 of them connect to it, kind of push it back a little bit, and you can see the damage from where you two are. The damage on the ship that entered into your space is just comparable, if not worse, to the first one. That was... All right, and the last ship goes... All right, and that'll bring us back to the end of round. So, round comes back up. A1, you all are up and good.
And shields are now down because it lasts a round.
Correct. So, as the last kind of gun fires, Valindra, you're scanning around. You know, you pull around this asteroid here, and get a couple of get view of a couple shots being exchanged between these two. And you kind of see as the shield fades a little bit from your left. At the top of the round, you do hear that familiar voice of Milia pop back on. She goes, "Hey, y'all are doing great, but remember, you only score points if you get the kill." And then the radio pops back off. So, crew of the A1, what do you
I
want to
thought
do?
the battle royale was whoever's left last.
No, it's whoever scores the most.
Yeah, that's the way I had understood it, but now that I see.
Yeah,
So we definitely have
I
to
should
chase
say-
them down and take both kills, right?
Yeah, you get more points. Like, depending on how you guys are working as a crew and everything, I have a point tally that I'm keeping on the side. Depending on how you perform and everything is your score. But you definitely do get more points if you kill or score the kill rather than just damage them.
Okay.
So
So I'm thinking Rogga, Valindra, Ember, Hanna this time around.
I can't raise the shields.
why can't you raise the
I go
shield?
last.
If you go last, that's fine though, because remember, no one's going to be attacking on your turn.
She can't if she goes last?
No, she can't.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
I was just thinking then she'd be able to raise shield dependent on her positioning rather than...
Yep. And that's the trade-off of if your engineer goes first or goes last. You know, you can give the buff that they can use, but also you can analyze the entire situation.
Yeah.
So.
Basically, I can't give any getting buffs right now.
All right.
Yeah. And this was kind of the this was the reasoning why I was thinking of doing all at once versus being able to intermittent. I think once people get more familiar with it, being able to interchange when people go to doing the like,
Sure.
you throw out radar, you see something, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna take my 2, AP later. I think that's
Right.
better, but for learning, we'll just stick to the each person goes.
So I think I actually want to swap. I want Valindra to go first.
You want your pilot to go first?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Miss Pilot.
Nope,
You're
that's not.
currently fully in control of your ship, so you do not have to worry about any checks like that, and you have 3 AP at the start of the round. What are you gonna do?
Oop. Okay. Okay. We're going to move forward, which I should probably figure out how far that is first. Right to here. Okay. Put my finger there. This is so dumb. Oh wait, that was not the right square. There it goes. Okay.
I will say we should make sure that we're not having any disadvantages for guns. Lengthwise, I can't block them.
And then
Oh yeah,
Go
get in range.
for-
That's a good idea. Is anyone looking out your port side? Or are you all focusing on the 2 ships that you can see?
Yeah, I mean, my purpose was to use the radar out here, but if I can just see them, then that would definitely be preferable.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll. And this won't use one of your AP. So
Shit, I forgot to roll it in this thing.
what is the weapons
All right,
range?
sorry, 17.
17. You
We're within range.
Get within 100 feet.
Yeah, as long as you're within 100 feet, that's no disadvantage. You don't see anything out of the port, any of the port windows, port side, starboard, or the bow.
No, that's not. No, let me give me the zoom in feature. There you go. Okay, so if they have a shield here,
Yes. So,
Hmm.
just to reiterate, the ship on the left that has their raised shields on the front,
yeah.
on the bow, and then the ship on the right is on the aft
Stern.
or stern. Is it stern or aft? I've been told different. Is it just interchangeable lingo or?
The aft is. I had to look this up. The aft is the inside of it. The stern is the outside.
Yeah, I just
So,
looked that up. I was like, that's a
Okay,
good
so yeah.
question.
We'll-
Yeah,
we'll
like
call
aft
that-
is the area, stern is the back.
Okay, so yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we'll keep to stern then, since you're not attacking the inside of the ship, you're attacking the outside of it. Okay.
I mean, we want to be attacking the inside of the ship.
Which, when you get open top ships, you can do because of the boarding action.
Hmm.
We're not waiting. Cut this bitch in half. It's a convertible now.
We have an angle to attack their starboard side, the ship that's shielded forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, we have angles on both ships now.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just.
Don't I?
So since we are learning, can I save my other 2 AP for now?
No.
Or do you want me to use them?
Go ahead and use it.
Okay. I don't really know what else to do then.
Once this comes, because again, too, as you level up, everyone will be able to get not only new abilities, but you'll be able to get your skill tree abilities, which is, so for level 1, you have 3. That'll be either passives or active abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So as you move on, more things will happen, more tactical options will open up, and I'm thinking that we're probably going to do it to where you can just use AP in any order you want. So again, like Rogga was talking about earlier, Rogga could throw up radar, find something, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna hold my 2 AP until we get a better idea of what it is.
Okay. I think I'm done then.
Okay, so then that would lead you to.
We want her to get us closer.
Do we?
I'm just asking the group. We have the movement.
Yeah, right now we're looking at disadvantage for Ember. That's why I say if we get within 100 feet, we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
Can you get
Right.
us 60 feet closer.
Yeah, because it's
Oh, is it within 100 feet?
0 to 100 is your prime for these guns, because they're the medium caliber autocannons. And then 100 to 200 is not extreme. Extreme is 200 and plus, but it's difficult, so you'll suffer a -1, and then extreme is you suffer a -2.
Yeah, the only reason you didn't last tennis was we buffed
So
you,
we want to
so
go
just
like
that.
right there, I think.
You get right up close and personal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, because
If
you
I
still
could-
have the 45 degrees of rotation from your first movement. I will let you use that if you want.
Oh, I'm on the wrong tool. Dang it!
Well, so are we able
I can do this. I can do this.
You got this.
Nope.
No, she's
I
only
can-
used one move action. So one move action is 100 feet.
Oh.
Right. And then if she punches it, she gets 201. And then if you floor it, you get 300 for 3. Right now, in action point economy, it's better to just do 111. But she'll get buffs later to make possibly punching it or flooring it a little bit better of an option.
So we'll do.
And because I'm a cheeky bitch, most of the pilot skills are actually initial D references.
Leave. Is this where we wanted?
Yeah. Yep, that's in range.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Close enough then.
Good enough.
Okay. And now the pilot can only shoot straight ahead.
Correct. So at this
Okay.
point, Tori has 1 AP left, right? She could
Yes.
use the rotate action to rotate the front of the ship. And then that would mean that next turn, if they're still there, she could unload 3 shots into one of the ship if she wanted.
Yeah, but I want the big gun to shoot.
Yeah. Well, it'd be like you could shoot one of the ships and the big gun could just hit another one. It'd be your port side big gun, though. Which is the one that is actually fully loaded.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
And that might make it easier for us to guard from behind also.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because you still have 1 ship unaccounted for.
So, rotate us to face the other ships.
That's not. Oh my gosh! I'm clicking the tiny dot.
I know, they're
square.
so difficult.
There we go.
Question about the asteroids.
What's
Can we interact with them?
So they will be, the smaller ones are difficult terrain. So if you move through one of the smaller ones, it'll have the move speed. So basically those 2 squares would be, instead of 5 feet, it would count as 10 feet.
Do I not now have a shot?
I think he was saying the port side has a shot here.
Yeah, port side will have a very little chance of a shot. Because I misled you, because actually it is they're in the forward one. I kind of misled you with that unknowingly. I will say that out of the port side, you can see the ship on the left.
Okay.
But going forward, no, you would be correct. That's not in the 90-degree quadrant. But again, because I was the asshole and was like, no, this will totally work.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because I was like, these angles do not make sense for what we were discussing.
We're not doing geometry in this podcast, apparently. No. So
Could I propose an alternate?
Yeah, what's up?
What if instead of facing this way, ship faces this way? That guards our left side and gives us the ability to unload a salvo on both ships.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah,
I've got 2 shots left. It's going to be like either I take a shot and take a breath and then take another shot, or I can just unload, and we've got 2 shots left on that. Because we're trying for kills here, right?
Yeah, and currently they're both looking similar. The one on the right would be considered bloody by terminology. The one on the left is just a little bit better than bloody.
I wanted to do this and put me before Ember. I can divert power when I do it.
Yeah, because you could convert power and then fire for effect.
Won't move as much next round, which is fine.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, that sounds.
I can keep it a bit.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Okay.
Okay, so Tori, if you want to undo your rotation, or, because you haven't fully passed your turn, I will let that be a retcon. Cool. All right, so I believe up next was Rogga.
Yeah, I'll go, then Swoop will go, and then we'll let Riley go.
Sounds good. All right, Captain Emberbeard, what is your action
We're gonna
going to be?
radar it again.
Okay, go ahead and give me your dice check, please.
It's so horrible. It's less than 10.
Oof. Yep. Nope. So you ping up the radar, and the only thing you can see is the ships in front of you. Unfortunately, the data coming back is just a little bit. You don't quite know how to interpret it. So you can see the two ships in front of you. You can see where they are on the map, but you don't get any new information of them, like their call signs or any information about the internals of the ship or whatever. So
That's okay. I'm fairly certain the far one is A2 and the one close to us is A3. So
I was gonna say that's actually a pretty good pretty good deducing.
yeah. All right, and then I'll sit with Ember for a minute and confer some tactics.
Perfect. All right. So Ember, you will get a +2 to any gun attacks made during this round.
This is gonna be a fun gun round.
Yup. Alrighty. Miss
Okay.
Engineer Hanna, you are up next, I believe.
Okay, then we're gonna raise shield on port, and we're gonna divert power to starboard guns.
Perfect. All right. So, just to reiterate what that does, if power is diverted to the guns, AP usage for the gun is doubled, and the number of damage die is doubled as well. This next attack will drain all ammo in the gun and make it unusable until the next round. So, you'll be able to reload that gun. However, you can't reload and then shoot that gun until the following round. It's kind of got a cooldown. So, like, if you think about it like military terms, if you're firing a gun and it's red hot, you got to let it cool down. That's what this
Yeah.
is
No,
going to
you
do.
just swap the barrel.
Yes, in the real world. However, in the harshness of space, no.
Can I take a reload action on a partially emptied gun?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so then here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do a reload action, so we have all 4 shots in that gun,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are going to fire for effect.
Okay, so normally this wouldn't be, you wouldn't have enough AP for this, but just because I want to kind of see what y'all do and
Well,
see the
with
carnage you
the
run.
overload gives me 6 AP.
No. The overload makes that shot take 2 or 4. So you don't
Makes
have
it-
more AP. It doubles the AP usage.
Oh, it doubles the AP usage.
Yes.
Hold on, then I misunderstood.
Yeah, so it doubles the AP usage, but it also doubles the number of damage die. So
Okay,
for
hold
bigger
on, then.
guns, that's
Yeah.
not super good, but for smaller guns that get a lot of shots for
Yeah.
low AP, you're doing a lot of damage. So
Okay, so I still have 3 AP, and now
Yes.
everything costs twice.
yes, so
Okay. Then I'm going to fire.
Okay. So then you'll take 1 shot, and you'll be able to, if you hit, deal 46 damage worth of damage to a single thing.
Okay.
They both have roughly 30 something damage on them.
Yeah,
And I have a +2 because of my gunner and a +2 because of the captain.
correct.
Okay, so this is +4. 22.
Definitely scores a hit. And which one were you aiming for? The far
Oh,
one or the close one?
bloodied one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
46?
yep, it'll do 46. So, you're sitting there 3-1, 4-1. So, Valindra pulls in. You guys immediately analyze the situation. Rogga is, talking to you, sitting in your ear, talking to you, watching everything. In the background, Hanna's just kind of like messing with the circuit boards and everything. Ember, you feel that gun just kind of like whirring in your hands, and you just let go of that full salvo. It all, or the single shot tears through any armor that ship had, and just scores a nice square hit. And it definitely rocks the boat. It's done a whole hell of a lot better. The boat is still on its very last legs, but you can kind of start to see like smoke and everything come from it. And you also feel that in your hands, that gun is like red hot almost. Not enough to hurt you, but definitely enough to be like, you know, it's time to let that cool down. So, at the top of A2's turn, because holy shit, this thing is almost gone. I think what they're going to do actually is, so they have that, so their gunner is going to go second, so that's going to happen.
I think I need some clarification on divert power then.
Yeah, what's up?
Because AP usage is doubled, so wouldn't she have been able to take 2 shots and then it enters?
No.
Because right now it takes her 2 AP to use the fire action.
So this is the problem I had. The AP cost is doubled, not
Yeah.
my
But the
AP.
The
usage is doubled as well, though. So, because I thought we clarified that was like a 2 for 1. I mean, she got 2 out of her usage.
No. She dealt double damage. So it is a 2 for 1, but you're thinking like 2 shots worth of.
It says usage and
Yeah. So what happens is you're basically using the fire shot or fire action twice instead of just once. So
she only shot.
yes.
So it costs 2 AP.
Yeah. So the benefits of it is she basically makes the equivalent of 2 shots without suffering the penalty of making 2 shots in a row. So she doesn't have the penalty of the -5. There's going to be skills later on that augment that. So again, these are very basic. They're not like super in-depth abilities, but you'll get passives and augmentations for these later that make your divert power do more than just it deals double damage and costs twice as much. You know, you'll be able to do things to where like divert power, you can make it to where you don't have the cooldown period the next turn, or where it undoes the AP usage, so then she's just doing double damage for the same amount of AP cost.
I think I'm still stuck on doubling the usage because, like, I'm not.
Yeah,
getting
doubling-
how that doesn't give her. Because it's like
No, because now her fire costs 2 AP instead of 1. Because she's using that buff. She's consuming that buff.
I don't have 6 AP.
Yeah.
I have 3. It didn't double the amount of AP I had. I still have 3, and it now costs 2.
Yeah. So her next attack that she uses costs double the AP, which is why right now she can't fire for effect with that buff because it costs 4 AP.
Gotcha. I thought that meant that she got, like, basically the AP usage was halved.
No.
Like, because the usage for guns is double, I thought meant she get double the use out of 1.
No. The AP cost, and I can change that wording to make it make more sense. Again,
I had the same. I didn't understand either. I thought it was double too. I was like, whippy.
yeah. The thing is,
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that.
and that's totally fair. This is all about learning and stuff, right? So we learn as we go.
Verbiage is
Okay.
why I wouldn't have done that.
Okay. That's also why you can ask questions to clarify. I know, but I'm saying in the moment. Again, like no harm, no foul. Obviously, as we playtest and mess around with this, I'm going to change stuff around. But also remember that you all are fresh new pilots. You're not going to have all the fancy skills and the knowledge and experience of veteran pilots. So you're not going to understand that, like, you know, over the table, you don't have the leveled up passives and skills that a normal pilot would. You know, you're not going to be able to be as good of an engineer as a level 3 engineer when you're a level 0 engineer. But that's what this is all about, is experimenting, learning, and mostly teamwork. So what was I doing? Oh yeah. A2 is going to so engineer goes first. They're going to do stock up, and then tune up. Gunner is going to go, and they are going to fire for effect. So 2 shots will be going into your ship, and then 2 shots will be going into the other one. So the first shot misses. The second shot, whoa, falls off my desk. The second shot does hit. So I'll roll your damage real quick. Okay, so their second shot hits you. That one hits.
Port or starboard?
That one does not hit. So this will be on your starboard, on the right-hand side. So this is their left side going into your right side. So they fire 2 shots at you, 2 shots at the other ship. You're able to see that the first one flies a little bit wide, misses you. The second one does score a direct hit. So your ship is going to take 9 points of damage. So I can do this, thankfully. And then 2 shots rip into this other ship, the one next to you. Score both of those, which is much better. And this ship would be now considered bloodied. With that, their pilot is going to take a small move to go up. They're going to rotate. Oh my gosh.
I believe in you.
I don't. Jesus. All right. It's going to rotate 45 degrees. They're going to move through this, which is, if I can count, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So they'll actually stop here. And then last movement action will be to kind of turn around, or get around, I should say. And then the very last thing, nope, engineer went then, so they don't actually get to do anything. This ship, now being hit, is going to try and get out. So they're going to go... I actually am going to measure this properly and not just count because it's diagonal. So 100 is going to go all the way down there. While they are technically out of your sight, you still do know that they are there. They're going to rotate, if I can do this, 45 degrees. And they're going to take... no, we'll only do 2 shots. So first shot into your backside, it does hit. Second shot does not, even with the breathe. And so you'll take another 6 points of damage, putting you at 61 total points of health.
65.
9 plus 10.
We started at 80, we took 9, took us down to 71.
And then you took
So
10.
we just did 6 damage.
10. 6 plus 4.
Where did that plus 4 come from? Because you said 6 damage.
It's 2d6. Sorry, it was 10 damage.
Okay.
You can also, if you click on the icon, it'll pop up your total health.
Okay, I was just wondering where that math came from because I was tracking our health.
Oh, sorry. I also am tracking your health. And so this goes now. They let a full stream of attacks. Ooh. I wonder if this is first blood. 12, 22.
Deep striking.
Wow. Okay. So, you kind of see this ship crest around behind you guys. It fires on you, scores 1 hit. The second one misses. And Ember, you're kind of like watching out of the corner of the screen that you can see, or the gunner's window that you can see. As this ship like kind of sails around and fires at you, it gets fired on and it gets fucked up. 4 shots go sailing through. 3 of them connect directly with the front of the ship. The 4th one just going a little bit wide. And this ship just immediately starts like smoking and almost falling apart at the seams. And that'll bring us around back to you guys. So
Does it cost a AP to move between things?
no, you can
Okay.
swap guns seamlessly.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, in Discord you're muted.
Aaron, you're muted. Okay.
Sorry, guys. The dogs were going crazy earlier.
I appreciate not having barking in our ears. I get enough with that with cat meows.
Does it make the most sense for us to swing around port to face ship A3, which is the one that just took all that damage?
Oh yeah, because your port gun is untouched, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. The other one has a cooldown, right?
Yep. And it's also empty too. So. Oh
Yeah.
no, because you took the reload action, right?
No, I can't take a reload action because it costs 2 AP to fire that once.
Oh yeah, and you right now your reload is at 2 AP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why that whole thing was.
So if we swing around to port, we can get
You can
off.
reload for 1. Sorry.
Yeah, if we swing around to port, we can reload, and then if we place ourselves between those two ships, we could potentially get shots off on both, if we're lucky. Or hold on.
If we can center ourselves between, my stock up is that only one gun at a time, or is that all of them?
It is 1 gun or the ammo reserve. So you're able to. The thing though is that you can bypass the ammo reserve and you can just reload a gun, whereas Ember has to use the ammo reserve, the Ember reserve.
I
When
can
you-
reload that gun.
When you reload, it's all 4 shots.
Yes, it's a full reload.
So I can reload that one to can use both. And then just tell me where to put the shield.
Yeah, so because it's on cooldown, if you reload it this turn, it's ready for next turn. And so what I think Ember is saying is that position yourself in between the two, finish one off. Now you have a gun pointed towards where you think the other ship is, ready for your next round. And you can throw shields up to protect yourself from that ship if it fires on you. So you can score the kill, you can, score the kill, prepare yourself for the next turn, and then be in a good position for an enemy.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
The guns on the front of the ship
Yes.
are that same 90-degree arc?
Yeah. No. They can
Perfectly
only
straight
fire,
It's
line.
yeah.
perfectly straight
Yeah.
ahead. Okay.
There
And there's
are,
no rear guns.
not on this ship.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So this ship has 3 guns. The front guns, unless it says so in the gun description, which none of these ones do, they are strict mounted guns, meaning only fire in a direct, 0-degree arc straight forward. There are guns that I will give you guys access to later that can swivel for pilot guns, so eventually they will open up into a 90-degree. However, right now they're only,
So we really got to get that kill on that ship.
Yeah, let's do Valindra, Rogga, and then we'll do Gunner, then Engineer.
Yeah, because then engineer you can set up next turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
We might want to make sure we're also pointed in the direction of that unknown ship, so that if some
Yeah.
Yeah.
ass
Yeah,
ends
let's-
with it.
We got to
Try to
spin
go-
around. Yeah.
Let's try to go broadside with so that we're facing kind of more downward towards where the other ship is.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I can do
We don't
this.
know exactly where they are yet.
Nope, you just know that you can infer that they're on the southern side of it, the southern side of the map, because they had to fire from that direction, or because they
Sure.
did fire from that direction.
Well, hopefully I'll actually find them this time.
All right, so Tori, it sounds like you're up, and I'm assuming are probably going to want to do 2 rotate actions and then a move. Because you can do 180 flip a bitch and then boop, zoom on in between these two. 'Cause I do believe.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh no, not like that.
That's the only way that you can.
No, I thought
What's up?
I thought we were going to position ourselves between the 2 damaged ships, take out one, and then just make sure we're not facing ass end on the other ship that we can't see.
Ah, I see what the
Oh, was there a
Miscommunication is.
miscommunication?
Yeah.
I think there was a miscommunication about which two ships we're trying to position by. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. So we're trying to position between the A2 and A3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had been trying to position
Between A3 and A4.
like right
Yeah.
about here or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because then what I can do.
Because then we can protect our other ship potentially for a kill. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We're being greedy.
Yeah. Well, you gotta, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
I will say currently, you and A4 are the two ships that are, or two crews, I should say, that are currently doing the best.
Yeah, freaking A4.
Mhm.
We gotta murder those assholes.
All my friends hate A4.
I love it. I love it. All right, so,
So that would mean then I'd have to put the port side gun to the badly damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm assuming we can't fly backwards.
Nope, you cannot fly backwards. Not in this ship.
Yeah, okay. So if we did that...
So we gotta Tokyo drift this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It seems like it, yeah.
Okay. And then... Okay. No, gosh, dang it.
Yeah, Foundry just being able to like shift E or shift Q and rotate your thing 45 degrees. That's so nice.
Okay, I think that's what I'm doing.
Okay, because then at this point you'll be able to fire the port side into this one, which would put A2, no A3. Yeah, so A2 is on your left, A3 is on your right.
Don't you mean port and starboard?
Yes, I am interswitching just because not everyone is going to know what port and starboard is. Port is to your left, starboard is to your right, obviously.
Okay. So here's my only thing, though. Starboard's on our right side. That's the gun we were just firing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that's unable to fire this round.
Yeah, we need to
And-
rotate again.
Oh, we're doing another rotation back, or...
Mm.
Because if we don't rotate, we can't take out that badly damaged ship, and A4 is definitely going to do it.
Yeah. So we have two options that we could do.
So if you want to walk your turns back, Tori, do you?
Well, I was saying we move into that space we're currently in, rotate, and then so we fire one, reload the other one.
Yeah. But because of the movement, she can only rotate 45 degrees and then 90 degrees because she had to rotate to get to the point where she can move like this. This is why.
That was
Yeah. This is why tactics are important. So, if you want to walk it back and reanalyze your turn, I am totally 100% okay with having that happen.
If only I could click that stupid dot.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So at the end of moving 20 feet, or I'm sorry, at least 20 feet, we can rotate for free.
Yes.
So we fly into this space, point the tip of the ship straight down. Does that keep this within our 45-degree angle?
Yes, because if you moved like
If the ship
Yeah.
stays in its current position and points straight down towards the bottom of the map, can we open up port side on A4? Or I'm sorry, A3?
That would be in our arc, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
because it'll
And then
just,
we-
just barely be in it. But yes, you would be correct.
Then we reload starboard, and then next turn, all it is a slight angle adjustment, and we're...
Yep. So you could do that. That would absolutely work. Because it is on the line between the two, just so that people listening and everything, on the firing quadrants, the ships are now positioned in a way where both ship A2 and A3 are in that 90 degree. They are on the line, but that is still on in the quadrant. So our crew will be able to fire on both ships, given that they are where they are during the next turn.
Gotcha.
So Ember does have a straight shot into A3 here, and then next turn she will be able to fire on A2.
Okay. And is that all of Valindra's action points then?
I believe so, because it was a rotate,
Yes.
move, and rotate.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Sorry, I know that was a clusterfuck for us to figure out, but
Again, this is why I was like, first time, it's going to be real simple. We're going to walk it through and everything. Because it's only going to get
Alright.
more fun and more complicated from here once you guys have a lot more, tools in your tool chest.
well, and this way we can keep our forward gun at least facing the direction of our unseen enemy.
Correct.
Speaking of which, not to step on anybody's toes here, but can Valindra see anything out the front?
Valindra, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Free us! Come, what a good strategy! The king of strats, dude.
17. Let me roll an opposed check for that. A 17 does indeed beat a 14. So Valindra, after your Tokyo Drift session, you are in fact able to see the last ship here. So yeah, I will shut the door in just a moment. So down in the southern quadrant of this and everything, you do see that the missing ship A4 is in fact here. And you're able to kind of through, some of the debris that is in between the two of you. You do see it. It is there, just catching barely out of your eye, or not barely out of your eye, barely out of the corner of your eye. So all 4 ships are now on the field.
Okay.
So
I'm liking the look of this.
So give me 1 second real quick.
Good luck, you three.
I think we have pretty good positioning. This was a good move.
As my cat just takes a
So
flying
next
leap
turn
out of
we'll
the
rotate
closet.
around and we'll just be able to swap our
Alrighty,
guns.
so with the crew of A4 finally kind of in sight of you guys, all 4 ships are on the field. And
Just
so
middle fingers out the window.
middle fingers up. All right, what does the rest of our crew want to do?
All right. I give my rousing captain speech. Focus up, everybody. Let's win this shit.
Clap, clap, clap. All right, so by using 1 AP, our captain is able to rally their team, giving them an advantage on their skill checks in the following turn. So that'll be a +1 check to any attack that you make, and this is a buff that isn't consumed, so it lasts the entire round.
Okay, when you say in the following turn, does that mean
So
the
whoever
next
follows
person in line?
the next, well, in your case, the next 2 people, because
Gotcha.
it affects your entire
it-
crew.
I didn't know if it meant like during this overall turn for our ship or if it meant the following turn for the ship.
Yeah, during this overall turn. So
Sweet. And then I'll just sit a hand on Ember's shoulder and say, you know what to do, and grant the tactics bonus.
cool. So Ember, you're going to have at the very least a +3 to your next attack, and then subsequent ones will. Actually, no, sorry. That is any gun attacks made this turn. So all of your gun attacks will have a +3 bonus to them.
Great. You know what? I'm not going to tempt fate. It's going to be a fire, breath, fire.
Fire, breathe, fire. All right. So go ahead and give me your 2 attacks at +3, plus your proficiency, of course.
It's a good thing I did that.
So
So that is, hold on, 11.
So 11 will not hit their starboard side.
Okay, so I breath again.
So you'll have no penalty for firing 2 times in a row.
God fucking damn it.
The nerves are too much for Ember.
Good in theory.
All right. So unfortunately, even with the rousing captain's speech and the tactics laid out for you, you're not able to land either of the shots. And the wounded animal of a ship gets to live for another turn. So that one is empty, so it has to reload. So you have to use the bathroom? Okay. Oh wait, yeah, what was Hanna doing? Because Hanna was going last. You were reloading and then...
Yeah, I was gonna reload and put Ibby.
Stock up, reload the gun that's cooling down, and then shield up.
On which side?
The side that currently. Ooh. Where do you want me to put shields?
Yeah, good question, because we're...
I will put shields up wherever they say. I gotta go back.
Okay.
All right, what are we thinking, port side or front?
Port's weaker.
All right, port side.
All right. So shield goes up on your left-hand side, the port side. Sorry about that. And our fearless A1 crew is turn over. So A2 is going to go next. Let's see. That's going to be reload for that gun. And then tune up. They're going to take a similar route as Ember. Going to fire, breathe fire. First one hits. Second one does not hit at all, even with that. So they let off a few shots. One of them does connect right into the stern of your ship. Lands pretty solidly. And you all take 11 points of damage. So you're at still above half health. Still some of the better looking than some of the other ships. But definitely still not doing too good. They're then going to turn. Yeah. So we're going to move them down here for 2 movements. And then go to our A3. A3 pilot, very not happy with what is going to happen, is going to take 1 shot at the A4 crew. It's going to be outside, so they're going to suffer the penalty. That is still going to hit. Not very much. Only 5 points of damage on A4.
Still, it's the first damage they've taken.
That is. And then they are going to take a rotate action to rotate 45 degrees. They're going to zoom away to try and get into a safe spot. And then as they're kind of zooming away, you all see the shields get raised on their stern, kind of protect their butt from you. A4, however, is going to kind of get into the center of combat. So they're going to rotate and then fly forward. That gun is going to then get... Did I put an engineer on this team? I did put an engineer on this team. Okay. So reload and tune up, and then they're going to fire on A2. They're going to do a breathe fire or fire breathe fire action. That one actually misses, and that both miss. All right. Well, fuck that crew and doing anything this turn. I guess that brings it around to A1 again. What do the when she gets back 4 of you want to do?
We have to score that kill.
On A3?
Yeah. The fact that nobody took it last turn is like a miracle.
Yeah.
Like...
I get what you're saying. I just trying to think tactically where our best options are.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because let's see. If you were to rotate and fire on them, they do have their shield up. which means that you would have to fire for effect from one of your side guns, reload, and then take a fire action again. And that would be scoring full damage. You still would not be able to. You're scoring full damage. You'd be able to kill them, but that's their 25 shield plus whatever health they have left.
Unless we put ourselves behind them.
Yeah, because their shield is in the 90-degree arc here on the back. So if you were able to get to this side here, or
Guys, I have a crazy idea.
Yeah. I'm all
Alright.
for crazy. Yeah.
You can see where my arrow is?
Yep.
yeah,
So 100 feet, we can get right here within range of both.
Yep.
Let me see here. What's our range on our front gun?
front gun is the same, so it's going to be 100, 200.
I see
Can
exactly
you-
what you're gonna do.
Can you move up and put us in a position where you can fire on the fleeing ship?
On the one that's over here?
Yep.
Yes. And then let's unload on A4's backside.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Yes.
all right, I like this.
Yes.
We'll run it past her here quick.
So basically, so I'd put us here,
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
I would rotate if I can get it to fucking rotate.
Yeah, because you get your 45-degree angle, rotate.
and then you have 2 action points left.
So you could rotate again, or move and rotate and fire. But you would be able to position yourself to where Tori, you're able to fire on A3. And
Yeah.
then,
Wait, I think I know what I have to do.
What?
I have
Yeah.
to go. I'd have to go farther down. Yeah.
Where's A4's shields currently at?
A4 does not have their shields raised up.
Great.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The only one that you can see and know that has their shields raised up is the fleeing ship A3.
Oh my god.
And theirs is on their stern.
So if we can get next to them roughly and then turn.
Yeah. So from
And
where
now we've got their
where
now we've
Tori
got their starboard.
Yep. Exactly. Where Tori is firing now is going to go into their starboard because it's going to hit this quadrant right here.
Yeah.
So their ray shields would not absorb that, and Tori does have a little bit of wiggle room on her damage if she scores that hit.
Okay. So we're gonna go pilot, engineer, captain, gunner.
What am I doing?
Okay, the pilot I think has moved to where the pilot should be.
Yeah.
Got-
So
All
there,
right.
just to catch you up, currently the plan is Tori is going to attempt to take out
roll a
A3
20.
because A3 shields are up on the stern.
Us asking her what she wanted me to do.
Okay, I'm just catching you up. Okay, all right.
So I roll a d20, right?
For your attacks, yes, and you will add your piloting skill, so +2 right now.
Have we taken any?
Okay.
No pressure.
From last turn, yes, you are currently at. I need to go to select. Your ship's currently at 50 health.
They didn't hit shields.
No.
So I click attack, yeah, and then I'm done.
Yeah, just roll a d20 and then add 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
9, unfortunately, is not enough
Cool.
to break AC.
Cool.
So Tori fires off the light light caliber guns. They unfortunately just do not connect.
Do you have another AP? Because you moved and rotated.
Yeah. Did you need to use a point to rotate, or was that movement with the free rotate enough?
I've run out of AP if once I fired the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Does it make more sense for Hanna to go now or at the end?
Depends on what you want me to do.
You're muted,
I'm
dear.
sorry, what was that?
It
It depends on what you want me to do.
Well, can you give us some ideas that you have?
I could divert power again, but we've figured out that just makes things a little bit more difficult, and we're not going to have as much. I can tune up. Actually, yeah. We'll tune up and then raise shields. So where do you want shields?
Can we fire from the same side we put shields up on?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would be firing through your own shields.
Yeah, I just didn't know how that worked.
You could do shields on the front.
Yeah.
You could also do shields on the back because you do have a ship that is within easy sight of your butt.
Yeah, which one is the one that still has like some life to it? Is it the one behind us?
No, it is the one to your immediate left, A4.
Yeah, the other two are pretty badly damaged.
So do you want
A4.
shield?
It depends on how much damage we do this round. Maybe. What does the tune-up do?
So the tune-up's gonna be able to have me buff for the next attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
I
we
can
do
add
want
a
to use
plus
that now.
one. Yeah. So I can tune up, use 2 of my AP to buff that, and then I can raise shields or stock up. And I think shields is usually where you want me from that last AP.
Yeah, I think maybe shield front because we got 2 enemies that way and only 1 behind us.
Okay. I'll do that. I will tune up and add a buff to our left port side.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then shields up on our front end.
Did you say shields on your front or shields on your back? Front? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so the next attack that Ember makes will have a +1 to it. Which again, I'm probably going to rebalance some of that after this. So I believe, Rogga, that would be your go.
All right, I'm going to mark A4, and I'm going to say, blow that fucker to Kingdom Come. And then I will grant tactics also.
Okay. Oh, you mark target's a level 1 action. You don't have that yet.
Oh, gotcha. Misunderstood.
All good.
All right, well then I'll give another focus speech, and then once again, tactics.
Okay. Cool. So that'll be your first attack made, Ember, will have a +4. And then any subsequent attack after that will have a +3.
I'll say, I know last time I said focus, and I got you worried. This time, just relax, dial it in.
So +6 and +5.
Correct.
All right, firing action.
I don't remember what AC I gave the stern. 14, just shy. That one, though, is not just
That
shy.
one connects.
Yep. So, shot connects with A4. 10 damage. Perfect. I love it. Cool. So, you're able to take a couple shots using the guidance of your engineer and your captain. The first one does swing a little bit wide. It's so close, though. The second one, though, finds it home, and you score a very solid hit to the stern of A4. That will, I believe, end turn, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
So, A2 is going to take this opportunity to use a full rotate action. If I can move, thank you. They're going to zoop ahead. And they're going to take a fire for effect using 4 shots split between both A1 and A4. So, 1 hit, 1 miss. 2 misses. So, both shots miss you. 1 shot does connect with A4. And that is for a total of 9 damage. A3, feeling like they're in hot water, is going to try and just completely flee and relocate in a better way. Kind of try and drop some of the attention off themselves. Tori, can I get a perception roll from you?
Maybe.
If you don't beat this, I'm gonna laugh. You definitely beat this. Okay. So even though they try and move behind the asteroid here, you're still able to track them pretty well, and you see them pop out on the other side. They are going to take a couple pot shots. Okay, all three of you are within range. However, their gunner is going to suffer some major... Wow, they don't... Nope, they don't hit a single hit. All right. So, Tori, you kind of see as they swerve around, or go around this asteroid. They pull up with all three of you in sight. Their starboard lets loose on a fire for effect. However, all shots miss. You kind of just watch as the rounds fly by. And that ends their turn. 4 over here, which is really not happy with what's been happening to it, is going to try and do something similar. And they're going to go 50, rotate. Go 50, rotate. And then that'll put them like this. No. So, I'm going to go right there. And then they're just going to do a normal rotate action once they're here. If I can do it. Oh my gosh. Why is this so difficult? Roll 20. Why are you doing this to me?
It's the world's tiniest dot, I swear.
It is. There we go. So that'll put them like this because 40, 40, 90. Then... they're just going to take the last 2 shots from this cannon. 12 is going to miss you. Oh, I need to actually measure to make sure. Nope. Okay, yeah, no. 11 misses. And 5 definitely misses. All right. In a very action-packed round of everybody missing each other, A1, we're back to you.
Perfect.
So,
I don't think I scored. I think I scored like 2 hits for 3 ships.
how are we looking ammo-wise?
Ammo, I believe you...
We're half and full.
half and full? Okay.
So half on port, full on starboard?
Yeah. Unless, do we only have 1 ammo stash?
You have 1 ammo stash. However, Spoopy can use stock up to reload that. Effectively, you have infinite ammo. It's where you as the gunner can draw that ammo from.
Got it. Okay. So we're actually... Did you reload that last time, Spoopy?
Last time I used tune-up.
Okay, so we're half on port, starboard's emptied.
Okay.
So yeah,
It costs you an action point. It costs either of you an action point to reload.
2
well,
for Riley, 1 for Spoopy.
Yeah.
It can take me to, and I can reload a gun, or I can reload the stash. That's like it's one or the other. I can't do both.
Gotcha.
I feel like we need to reload the starboard, probably.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
do stock up twice.
You can.
True.
And do 1 gun, and then the stash, and then shield. So that's all I'll be able to do.
That would give us a lot of firing options, though.
Yeah, so I can do that first.
Okay.
We just need, like, after we position, and just tell me where you want shields.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. Some good ideas.
So I do have an idea, but I don't want to step on everybody's toes and like just keep throwing out ideas every turn.
Keep going. You're the captain.
All right. So I'm thinking, what if we position ourselves with our port blocked by this asteroid, like, and go to the southern side while facing what's that, A3 that's trying to run away down here?
Mm-hmm.
Take another gunner shot from the front and reload our starboard and empty starboard into A2 on over here hiding out. I don't know,
Yes.
you guys can't see like my mouse or anything, right? So
Yeah,
So
but
we
I'm
like
saying,
park it right here-ish.
yeah, try to block our starboard from getting hit by A4 So then we just have to throw shields on our back end.
Oh, so like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we could take the free gunner shot on one, unload on the other, and then be able to shield from the back.
Yeah, no, that would work because that would
Just
be
an
a
idea. If
rotate
anybody
move
else has
shot.
other suggestions, that totally open.
Yep.
Yeah, so if we park right about here, that keeps us barely an arc of that ship. Yep, that keeps us full an arc of that ship, actually.
And then hopefully we can deny A4 either of those kills.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
down
I
for
like
that.
it.
And then 45 adjusts. No, right, keep that on. Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
you're right.
And then I'm shooting at the A3 again.
Yeah, if you're down for that.
Okay. Nope, that's not. Oh no, what I opened the menu. Hold on.
Yep, just give me
Oh,
a
wait.
solid d20 plus 2. 10, 12. So 12 unfortunately will not hit.
Oof.
Which then would bring us to whoever's going next. I believe it was Hanna. You were going to throw shields up and restock all your guns.
So
Shields are gonna go up on back end, and then we're going to stock up on our starboard, right?
Starboard and
then
stash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So reserves are now stocked. So starboard, shields up on the back end.
Sweet.
Cool.
I think it probably just makes the most sense for me to repeat what I've been doing. So I'll do a focus and a tactics. So when I say focus, everybody gets...
Yes. Everybody
Okay.
gets a bonus to their next action.
Does that go into the next turn for the other two? Or does
No.
it end when our ship's turn is up?
Ends when the ship ends.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you want me to go for this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Both are well within one shottable range, depending on what you roll.
So I have +3 to this attack.
Yes, you have +3, and then +2 to the next one.
Oopsies.
You know what? Fire by Fire has not been doing this. We are just going to go a full broadside.
Perfect, I love it. So fired into effect, you'll be able to hit this ship back here 4 times. Go ahead and make me 4 rolls with +3.
20, 20, 14, 14. Fuck that ship.
Those 2 20s score very, very well. And so do the 2 14s. All 4 shots land straight into the front of the ship. Please give me 8d4, or 8d6 rather.
8d6?
Yeah, 2 for each shot. 2d6 for each shot. That'll be 8d6.
Okay, so here's the first 4. 17, 14.
No, you land each shot into A2, right into the captain's chair, and that ship is disabled. It is gone. So congratulations on first blood, everyone.
Woo!
All right.
3rd time's the charm, eh, Captain?
Oh, Captain, my
don't ask-
Captain.
They don't ask how, they ask how many. We got this.
Perfect. That brings A2 completely out of the fight. I will leave that up, though, just so that people have reference to where it was. All right. So A3 is going to then go, and not liking being in your sights, they're going to take a rotate to move approximately like this. We're going to measure. Oh, it snapped it. That's fine. Okay. So the original plan was going to be to fly right about here and then rotate again. So rotate, fly, rotate. They only have 2 shots left in this cannon, so they will take both of them. Both of them into
that
you.
shit.
Both of them miss. And then their engineer is going to restock both of their guns. All right, A4. Tori, can you please roll me a stealth roll?
Maybe. I know
Maybe.
it's on here.
Maybe.
Way down at the bottom.
Wow, they actually did lose track of you. Okay.
Oh my god.
That +8 saved me.
Yeah, it did. Holy shit.
So,
I rolled an 11 for their perception, by the way. I
Oh.
just want you to know that.
We throw sunglasses and a baseball cap on the ship, and nobody knows it's there.
So
We Marvel stealth it, yeah.
their captain is
Kiss
going
me.
to radar.
What? Kiss me. Public displays of affection make people comfortable.
I am fairly certain you aren't within 100.
Aggressively makes out with A3.
Nope. Let's see. Yeah, because even then he would have had to roll much better than that. So they are going to rotate because they still can see. That was a 90-degree rotation. And then we'll go this into a 45. Oh my gosh. Take one shot. Oh man, did they get the kill? No, they did not. Oh, that's fantastic.
Limping along at 1 HP for the entire game.
Look,
It's infuriating.
1 HP in a dream is just what A3 needs, apparently. So, you don't really see this because no one's looking out the backside, but what happens is A4 rotates, comes back around the corner to try and comes back around to try and find you two, sees the carcass of the ship, turns its direction towards the basically walking corpse of A3. The front guns fire around. One of the shots does connect and just is not enough to knock out A3. It is holding on by the merest of threads. A1, it is now the 4 of yours turns.
Should we, oh, what, you have a suggestion?
Oh, I went to click on the map and I accidentally was about to move the ship on.
Oh, gotcha. Should we position ourselves in between and give our port side to, what's that, A2?
That's
And
what
then
I was saying. You circle around, do that, and then just fire, and then shields up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your starboard side guns are empty, so eventually you'll need to reload those. However, you could unload.
Can I propose something?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
We go like this. Boom to boom. Line up a front shot with these guys from here, which that still puts our port. Oh. Or we just do a full rotate.
Yeah.
We just do one full rotate, point us at that ship.
Do our shots and then shields up at the end?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go first this round. Give everybody the focus.
Okay.
So I'll do focus tactics again. And then Valindra.
Yo.
Yep, that's 2 rotates. Yeah, because you could rotate just a little, or move and rotate just a little bit to where you're facing away. Unfortunately, these snap to the grid. I don't know how to make them not snap to the grid.
It's all good.
Yeah, I was like, how do I get like a
Imagine
74-degree rotate?
Yeah. Because that's what I was
But
doing.
we
is
can
like,
still count that essentially.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, no, I accidentally rotated it. I can't rotate it back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I need to figure out how to not have it snap to grid, so you could do like, because obviously if you two, or if the 4 of you rotated like 15 degrees, the front guns would be pointed directly at it, and you'd still be able to hit it with your port side, and that's completely viable. But roll 20 is just like no, 45 degrees only.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I make it not snap
So we
to
can
grid?
play pretend within our play pretend.
Exactly.
Why not?
Okay, so that was a full rotate and move. Actually, no, that was just
Where am
a
I?
full rotate, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 1 AP left. So yeah, you could effectively fire or move if you wanted.
Take the shot.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Okay.
You
That'll
got
be
it.
Flat D20 plus 3. That'll
Fucking
do it.
beautiful, mate.
Finally.
Fucking beautiful.
All right, and that was on A3 or A4?
A4.
A4. All right, Tori, please go ahead and give me 2d4.
Oh, bless.
Perfect.
nice.
Almost max damage too. I like it. So Tori fucking slams the wheel, brings the ship about right into view of both of your opponents. Lines up the shot, takes it, and it scores almost perfectly. Square into the bow of the ship. You hit it for 7 damage total. It's not quite bloodied, but it's starting to look a little bit comparable to. Actually, it looks a little worse for wear than what you all are, but not that much worse. And that'll bring us into whoever is going next.
Ember.
Hi.
All right,
me.
Ember. If you
Load him up.
sneeze correctly,
We're not fucking around. It is 4d20s full letter broadside on that board.
fucking go for it.
Oh God. 9925.
Oh my god. Ember, what happened?
Don't fucking put this on me. This is the dice. I haven't done jack except roll for 3.5 hours, and this is what I have to deal with. This is not me. This is roll 20's bullshit. Random number generation my ass.
So I see A3 gets to live again.
Really, where are your actual dice?
I'm getting IRL tilted. I need to note that for the record.
Should we just ram them next turn?
Yeah, actually, maybe. Is that an option?
It is in part of the vehicle rules. I can look up the rules for it.
My God, I need to walk away for a second. I'm like losing it. Oh my God.
Well, that happened.
Somebody fell asleep during gunner training.
I both love and hate all of this so much. It's fantastic.
What did we expect?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is up? What is up?
Back up. Or what do you want me to do?
So our backups are already stocked, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yes.
only.
So there's a stocked up. We need to reload starboard, I think.
I think all of them are empty now.
Yeah, so we can.
Because you stocked up last turn. So
Yeah.
one of them is empty now.
Port is empty now.
Yeah, starboard is full and your reserve is full.
So we can stock up the front guns. Do we need to monitor ammo for that as well?
Yes, I think Tori, you're at like what, 2 or 3 shots left.
Sure.
Because if we don't move, we can take pot shots.
We've used 3 out of 4 shots on our front gun.
Front gun has 6, so you
I'm
used...
sorry, 3 out of 6 shots on the front gun.
Okay, okay.
So do you want me to shields up on our front end?
Yeah, I'm thinking shields up on front and reload starboard or reload port, and then the next time we can do what we got to do depending on how this works out.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Is that everyone's go?
We're just screaming fuck into the...
I both love and kind of hate this. It's fantastic. seeing as they're kind of just sitting, the pilot's going to take 3 shots at A4. First one hits. Second one hits. Third one misses. So it's gonna be doot,
Pew pew pew.
doot, doot. Cool. So you see, watches A3 kind of on its last legs. Definitely not feeling it, knowing that they're not going to escape it. They're just going to try and score as many points as possible. The pilot just lets go a full stream of fires a full stream of shots straight into A4. 2 of them connect, the third one kind of going wide. They do a pretty good job, a pretty good amount of damage. Let's see, that is going to be their gunner's turn. Their gunner's going to fire on you. They're going to take a pot shot and miss. They're going to take another shot and miss. So both shots miss. That is A3's turn. A4 is going to go in for the kill. They are a little out of the way, so they're going to move up.
All my homies hate A4.
Their pilot is going to use the last 2 ammo. That's going to miss. It's going to miss. God damn it.
That's good. It's good for us.
Yep. And because you're out of the firing arc of their port side, they actually can't hit you, so
Good. Fuck up.
Here I am now being the one being like, oh yeah, no, I'll score the hits. That'll be great. Nope. And that'll bring...
Somebody please.
Yeah, that'll be A4's turn. So, A1, it's back to you.
How's A4 looking after that last?
They're bloodied.
Shots?
They're bloodied for sure now. They're not... They're just bloodied.
Okay, but we have both sides fully loaded.
Yes. Both sides are fully loaded.
That we do.
So
We need to hire a second gunner.
well, here's the thing. Anyone can take the fire action in a gun that is not occupied by the gunner.
Oh.
So, Tori could pull in between the 2 of them. You could buff with Rogga, and then both Ember and Hanna could use the guns.
I think that's...
Yeah, the only thing is the shots that Hanna would take would not benefit from class proficiency,
That's what
but
I'm gonna ask.
you would benefit from Roga's buffs.
Yeah, so could I give Hanna tactics to fire or only the gunner?
You can give Hanna tactics to fire.
So I could do that to mitigate the lack of proficiency, and we could still pull this off.
Yes.
That is a question I have, because gunners gain the gunning proficiency, so do my proficiency bonuses not factor in here if I'm hopping the gun?
No, because this is an entirely different caliber of gun. And so while you have the basic ideas of how to use a gun, you can apply knowledge from ship to foot, but not from foot to ship.
I'm trained in all of that,
I know.
including
Yes, this is...
You know how to shoot a gun, you don't know how to shoot artillery.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, technically she does in game. For this though, to even out and not give any one person the edge, those skills are not interchangeable.
Next time the course comes around, we'll just all swap jobs until we all,
Don't look mad at me. I was trying to balance this out.
yeah, it's still fast for it.
You technically did, but at the same time, I was trying to make sure that no one person had the edge.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, so I think y'all have a plan, right?
Yeah. Corey, do you want to use your other 2? Well, we can't yet. Never mind. We need to get level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't get that yet.
Yeah, it's too bad though. This is the perfect time for it.
This would be the
Yeah.
perfect time for her first stance.
Oh my god, please.
I believe that you can rotate this object 45 degrees.
I got it.
There it is! Glory be!
All right. So you're going to do a move, rotate, or no, not even rotate. You can just move for that. I'm assuming you want to drop your next 2 AP to move to your partner's turns.
No, I think you should waste it firing on the
The corpse, just to make a statement.
We got 2 shots left for doing it on the unmoving object.
Yeah, sure, we defeated our opponents, but did we murder them?
Yeah, we want the double tap.
Alrighty.
Oh god.
One of them hits.
God
definitely
damn it.
Just for shits and giggles, Valindra just pulls the ship in between of them, fires on this corpse. Like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen to you. I love it.
Do we get points for that?
I don't know if you would get points for that. The good thing too is that because of this, you both are firing against the 14 AC and not the 18 AC.
I believe in you.
I believe in both of you as well.
All right, guys. It's been a long road. I think if we focus down one more time, let's take them all out. One fell swoop. We got this. We can do it. All right. Why don't you come over here for a second, Anna? Here's what I'm thinking.
All right.
3 and 2 to Anna. Yep.
Yep. So Hanna will have 3 and 2 on her shots, and then Ember, you will have the +2 from tactics.
Just fire 3 times. We can do this.
What's the first one?
It's the 3 and 2. That's what I got.
Yeah. So it'll be
17.
17 hits. I don't even need you to roll another one.
Oh, it's because that was cocked anyways.
That's fine. So Hanna, feeling bolstered by her teammates cheering her on and the sound knowledge, your first shot just square into the bow of that ship. There's enough damage. Like I said, I didn't even know you need to roll damage. It's been 1 HP for like 3 rounds. I'm just gonna say that. And so Hanna gets second blood. Very nice.
Woo.
Get
I love it.
Start giving Ember the shoulder rubs. You got this. You could do it. You were made for this.
Hold on, I'm putting detail in. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna do it roll by roll. No reason to stack it up, okay?
with an actual thing.
God damn it. Okay.
There you go. So was that a oh, yep. So, remember, so tactics and focus is going to give you the +3 to your attack. Fire for effect is 1 attack. So you missed the first shot. You did nail the other 3 because meets it beats it. So I need you to roll me 66.
Nice.
10. 5. 15 haul.
15 hull. That is enough to put it quartered. Well, I can do math. Actually, yeah, you're under quarter. So A4 is really not doing good.
We also don't have shields up.
The time where I wish we had radios, we could just talk. Can we talk to the other ships
No.
via our comms?
Do we have short range hailing capabilities? That was a good gracious. That was really good.
I love it. All right. So A4, seeing as you have taken most of the points, is going to try and just do exactly as A3 did and scored what they can. They reloaded both, so they're going to... How cheeky do I want to be? I want to be cheeky. 3,
Yeah,
4.
I knew what you were about to do.
Rotate 45 degrees. They're going to move. That is going to be there. And then they're going to fire for effect right in front of you. That is 1 hit. That is 1 miss. That is 2 hit. That is 2 miss. So 2 hits, 2 misses with their broadside cannon. Can I roll anything higher? Wow, I rolled like absolute shit.
Good.
So 4d6 and I rolled a 9. So that puts you all from 51 to 41 damage. You still are not bloodied. But that'll be their turn. A1. How are you going to respond?
I have a suggestion.
All right.
Fire ram.
Where's my backpack so I can look up the vehicle ramming
And then
rules?
technically, if we are in them, I have a broadside on starboard.
If we divert power to movement and Tori can keep control of movement, does that give us more ramming power for at a higher speed?
Let's figure out how much damage we're gonna take
I was
from
gonna say.
ramming them.
I didn't think y'all were psychopaths.
We've got 41 to play with. We've got 41 damage to play with.
This is a training exercise.
And we're training to win. There is a fire in Ember's eyes like
Do
you've
you
never
or do you
seen.
not want this ship?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They can repair it after.
Yeah,
I want this ship.
I don't necessarily know who's gonna have to pay for that either, and I don't want to have to stop drinking to fix our ship.
Yeah, but our tabs are covered, remember?
Ember just turns and says, I won't give up drinking for a month.
Oh Jesus. I think it's variant rule. No vehicles. All right. I think that this would go under. Yeah, I think that this would go under run over as the move. So run over is a 3 AP move. You have to be piloting a vehicle and be in control. You try to run over other creatures with your vehicle, possibly also ramming one large creature or object. If you maintain control of your vehicle moves up to twice its speed in a straight line and the vehicle's current heading. You attempt to run over any creatures in your path 2 sizes or smaller than the vehicle, or two sizes smaller than the vehicle or smaller. You can then attempt to ram one target creature or object in your path 1 size smaller than your vehicle or larger. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you would be able to do it. Each creature in your path, including a rammed target, takes the vehicle's collision damage, basic reflex save at the vehicle's collision DC. If the rammed target is a vehicle, its pilot can attempt a piloting check in place of this reflex save with the same results. If your target of your ram takes damage, you and your vehicle each take collision damage and your movement ends. So, you can do it. You'll both take damage, but you can do it.
If we push our shields to our front, does that assist in any way?
You know what? I will say that half the damage will go to the shield then, because they're not like physical shields. They're like energy-based shields, so I will say that half your damage goes to the shield.
The shield's still at full fucking power, too.
True.
Shields.
Let's
full
do
strike,
it!
All right,
Ramming
so-
maneuver. Let's try to stop our ramming maneuver at them, so that if we have to open up broadside, we still can.
Okay, so because the vehicle size I based this off of it's not gargantuan, it's large. So you will be doing 2d10 points worth of damage to both your vehicle and their vehicle.
If I tune up and add that extra movement, do we get a little bit more force going into it?
No, you just be able to ram over longer distances. And then the dice check, because it said, yeah, reflex save versus vehicle's collision dice check. So the other pilot is going to have to roll above an 18 reflex save to avoid collision damage.
Please.
All right. So if this is what you all want to do, that'll be Tori's entire move.
1 second. Just trying to see if it makes more sense for me to do buffs now. If I do plot course, will it give a bonus to
Yes,
this ram?
because Tori's also going to have to make a save to see if she stays within control.
All right, so I'll give a focus and a plot course to start, and then let's do shields up in the front.
Yes, and for tune-up, when it says a buff to the next movement or gun attack, instead of moving 10 extra feet, can I give 4A plus 1?
So here's the thing. You can, but I want you to realize something. Your starboard gun is empty. And when you ram them, that's going to be the gun that can hit.
Didn't realize it was empty, so I'll reload starboard and put shields up on front.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Tori, we're going to start this off with you. I need you.
Yep.
So, because you'll have +5 total from Rogga and your piloting skills, I need you to make me a flat d20 roll, because it'll cancel out the -5 for your disadvantage from keeping the ship in control. I need you to make me a flat DC roll of 10 or more.
So the D20 needs to be 10 or more.
Yes, the results of the D20, or the flat D20 needs to be 10 or more.
Oh.
Alrighty.
I got it.
So, that means that their pilot,
Knife's edge.
an 11 does not beat the 18. Who wants the pleasure of rolling 2d10 points worth of damage?
The pilot.
All right, Tori, roll me 2d10.
Oh my fucking god!
That's all right.
Red.
We prepared for this.
So
I know, but look at it.
they take 2 points of damage. Yes.
We take one.
You take, yeah, because your shield takes 1, so your shield is at 24, and you are
What about the fear tactics?
Your tactic.
I hate it here.
you are now officially. This is hilarious for all the wrong reasons, and I love it.
I hate it here.
Because
I'm
this episode is just gonna be like an hour and a half of just flubbing rolls, and I kind of love it.
We're failing forward, and that's what counts.
All right, so that was the movement action, which I believe will take focus or tactics. No, because you did plot course, not tactics. So you'll have the focus buff for your attacks from the broadside cannon.
They're right next to us. You can't fucking miss.
So you'll have, with your proficiency bonus, it'll be a +3.
Can she get advantage?
What was that?
She maybe have advantage.
You know what? Here, I will get, for being point blank, I will give you advantage. You can go ahead and re-roll that one. I will give you advantage. So instead of a +3, go ahead and add a +5.
Oof.
I hate it here. This is the home of phobia. This is God's own little mystery.
Roll 20. Roll 20. Why? Do you want to turn that into a fire for effect?
Second shot. I swear to the Lord above. God. All right. That's 2.
Give me 4d4, please.
Yeah. Whatever, it's 13.
Oh my god. Oh, they had 12 hit points left. This is fantastic. Oh, thank god.
Oh, bless.
So after your harebrained scheme, and with a little bit of luck and mercy on your side, you're able to ram A4's ship, positioning your broadside cannon right next to their port side, and you just unleash all 4 shots. The first 2 seem to kind of just ding off the armor of the ship, however the last 2 enter straight into the port side, absolutely destroying the ship, and that leaves the 4 of you the last ship standing. Congratulations.
Yeah, all right. Deuces to the losers.
I think we will leave the results of this and the next bit of story for next session. However, I want to just say Congratulations,
Yeah.
everyone, on failing forward to your first full victory, piloting ships and vehicles.
Hell yeah.
Everyone watching and joining along in our shenanigans, I want to say thank you for all the support and everything. I'm a little behind on editing schedules, so this episode will pop up in probably about 2 or 3 weeks total. But if you want to follow us, we have links down in the description for all of our social medias. At the same time, at the end of season 1, probably, or season 2, this rule set augmentation will be free for download. I'm going to make sure so that way if you want to augment your Spellbound or your Pathfinder 2 or whatever space combat ship you want to do, this will be totally up for grabs. And yeah, that'll be it from me. Does anyone else have some parting words?
You know we fucking won.
I have an idea for a name
I want to for your ship or your crew or both.
for the ship. For the ship.
All right. What do you want to call? Because yes, you are correct. You did win.
The Hammersmith.
Yeah!
I like it. All right, go ahead and jot that down and keep it in your notes. You will be awarded with the ship, and then we'll go a little bit more into details about ship customization next episode. But one, congratulations on passing your test and becoming full-fledged AT-MSB crew members. And I guess from myself and the crew of the Hammersmith, we'll see you all next time, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your days.
Woo!